Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the Queers of Time podcast.
I'm Matt.
I'm James.
I'm Kenny.
And I'm Kat.
And this is a podcast to talk about all the gay stuff in the Wheel of Time.
Because we're gay and we like the Wheel of Time. And as always, thank you to our third venator of Serene, Lux, Charlie, and John. Thank you very much for the support.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about the Wheel of Time Season 3 trailer, which as of this recording just dropped. So we're all very excited about that. It is 2 minutes and 32 seconds long of goodness, and there's a lot to talk about. I just watched it for the first time, not 5 minutes ago, because today's been a very busy day.
Mood.
Yeah, I mean, I was on the Dusty Wheel earlier today, but I joined literally right after my last meeting of the day. It was a busy day. Yeah, there's a lot of nice stuff in this trailer. It's pretty. It's also very angsty. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
I mean, the thing that strikes me was the cheek caress between Mogedion and Nynaeve, and I wish Kat were here to actually talk about it.
Yes.
Yes.
The caress heard around the blue sky, Wheel of Time world.
When I saw that shot, I think my first reaction was to go on the blue sky and tag Kat and say, hey, I think you're going to be happy. Especially when you look at, as the shot specifically. Yeah, there's a really nice cheek caress and I don't know, Nynaeve looks confused.
Nynaeve looks I don't know what Nynaeve's expression really is there. It's definitely, I don't know, it's confused, it's aroused, it's...
Is there compulsion going on?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Definitely not certain what's going on. Compulsion is actually a good bet.
Yeah, there's just a lot going on in the trailer. A lot of good stuff. And a look on Alana's face that I don't like because it means bad things for warders, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. Alana, for a lot of the shots, is wearing face painting, which she had wore in the 5th episode of season 1 during the morning scene. Mm-hmm. So this is definitely Alana in mourning.
I'm not happy about this.
I mean.
Well, I'm curious because Maxim seems to be alive at the Battle of the Two Rivers, which I assume is at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, which makes me believe that it's not Maxim who dies, but Ivan, which I'm not feeling great about. Because there's not a lot of dark-skinned black men in this show. So especially in the book, Ivan is the one who makes it till the end.
Right.
So Kat from our server, the Australian one, not our co-host, one theory she had in a different Discord was that maybe both warders are actually gonna die. Which, because we know also things that are gonna happen in future season with Alana.
Right.
And I don't know. I feel like it's interesting because it feels like in the book, her grief was very much a thing in the background that we didn't really pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's going to hit us in the face very much in season 3.
Yeah, there's just so much going on in this trailer that it's hard to wrap my mind around. There's things that stand out. There's the glass columns, which, oh my God, the cinematography of that was just...
So pretty, right?
So ethereal, so pretty. And also listeners might know, but I am not a huge trailer reaction person. I'm oh, that looks very exciting. I can't wait for it to come out. And then that's that's all I have to say.
That's it. That's the episode, y'all.
This is going to be a great episode. I can feel so much enthusiasm for both of you right now.
No, I'm very excited.
Why is Kat not there?
I mean, I am excited. I am excited about season 3. I just
need to watch it 10 more times.
Yeah, I've already watched 4 or 5 times.
I mean, I was on the Dusty Wheel when the first teaser trailer came out, and Anas replayed it about 300 or 400 times.
Yeah.
Love you, Anas, if you're listening to this.
He's not.
Love the Dusty Will if you're listening to this. They're not.
They're probably not.
It was a lot of fun. But I am not like one who like breaks down trailers and like scene by scene and looking at them and theorizing. Like, I'm just here for the vibes. I'm here for whatever the fuck's going on in the White Tower. Do I have theories about what it is? Not really. I mean, I'm just sort of two brain cells and vibes at this point.
So which part makes you vibe the most? You mentioned the column. Is there any other shots that you were very much, oh, that sounds pretty. I really like the rings, personally.
The rings.
I like the rings as well, and I'm curious as to what the rings are. Like, are they the rings that...
I mean, it's 3 rings, so I'm guessing it's the 3 rings of region that Moraine goes through.
Right.
So beautiful. Whatever was going on with alternate universe Rand's hair. Oh, that wig, that shoulder-length hair did not look good on Yosha Stradowski.
Yeah, some of the choices there were very interesting. The one that I had to like pause the trailer and go back to was like short-haired. It was very short, very blonde, and he had like a goatee. And he was standing in a field of hay. And I had to pause it because I was like, who the fuck is that? And then I realized it was Yosha Stradowski.
I still can't see him on that picture. I'm sure it's him, but it still feels so strange to me that I'm like, who is that guy?
Yeah. The long-haired Rand was just... Yosha's a very pretty man, but that was not one of his pretty looks. That was not one of his pretty moments. Another standout for me, obviously, which is sad that Kat's not here, is the Nynaeve Moghedien. Moghedien's fashion is just so horrible, and I'm so here for it. Like, I just know she's going to launch like 1,000 sapphic fashion choices at the next few Jordan Cons and WatCons, and I can't wait.
It's interesting, she had black fingertips.
Yes.
Which I wasn't sure what that was about.
Wait, like her fingers?
Yeah, her fingertips were black.
Oh.
Yeah.
When she was caressing Nynaeve's cheek, they were very, very black.
Oh. I like you that.
I think it's just a personal choice. I think that's her shadow thing. Maybe going to the shadows too long does that to her. Or maybe she's just like, that's just her vibe.
Some people paint nails. She just dips the whole fingertips into black.
She just paints all of her fingertips.
Yeah. No, I'm really excited for the White Tower battle. I think that's going to be really, really intriguing this season. It looks like it opened with that, the trailer. I'm curious as to whether or not the season is going to open with that, or if it's going to open with like Leandrin being tried, or how it's going to work out. But I don't know.
So from what I remember, because the first 10-15 minutes of something like that of the first season was shown, of the third season was shown in a Brazilian convention, something like that, at CCXP. And I think it was starting with a White Tower battle with Leandrin. So my guess is that it's starting with that. But the picture, like, it's the first time we really got picture of that. Like, I don't remember whether the first teaser had some hint of it, but not a lot. And the channeling in the few moments we see is pretty nice. Like, it looks like a very nasty battle, and I'm looking forward to see the whole of it.
And it looks like Nynaeve is there in that scene. So I assume what happens is Nynaeve and Egwene they get back to the tower and they're like, by the way, Leandrin's a dark friend. They bring Leandrin before the hall, and then all of this goes down.
It's apparently Leandrin goes to the hall after Kairin and tries to put Swan in a bad situation, and then Swan brings up Nynaeve saying, hey, no, we know you're a dark friend.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think my favorite shot is, I want to make it my background on a lot of things, is this epic tower scene. I want to, can I share my screen? Yeah, I can share my screen. I know our viewers can't see it, but
who cares?
This scene, this shot right here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So it's Leandrin in the air and everyone's fighting, and then fires and stones around Leandrin. We also see, what's her name again? The Aes Sedai
Joya Bayer.
Joya, yes, who's also fighting there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a pretty one. I was very basic. I think my favorite shot is actually a pretty simple one. It's a shot we see in the field with a lot of farmers there. I just think the colors are stunning. I'm trying to find it again to show it, but it's
My heart's gonna be hurt so badly. I'm just, my babies need to all make it through alive and happy, and
They're not.
they're not.
it's like a sad shot for me. It's very pretty. I don't know why. It just
Oh, yeah, that is very pretty.
makes me vibe.
Yeah, the cinematography is so good in this. I mean, I think like I've had my criticisms of the show, but like one thing that I've never found any like literally any fault with is the cinematography. Like it's all like the cinematography and the music have always been like 10 out of 10, no notes. And then the season 3 trailer dropped, and I learned that cinematography could be like 12 out of 10 because it's just it's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love every time that Moraine is talking about how she needs to die for Rance to leave. And like whenever she says that, there's always a bunch of images from vision she had, apparently. And there's always this rotation of the camera that's happening.
Yes.
And it's just so pretty.
It is. It's a really...
I actually don't really know how they do that, but it's just looks so good.
It's very fun. I like the one of Moraine as Amerlin Seat.
Yeah.
With Suan as her keeper.
Yes, Swan as her keeper. The girlfriend on top of the throne.
Mm.
Yeah, that one was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Emmons Field battle, which I'm guessing is going to be near the end.
It has to be near the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least closer to the second half.
I feel like I might actually be interested in Perrin this season.
I mean, Perrin has a banger storyline in The Shadow Rising, so...
This
Yeah.
is true. This is true.
It's his best book.
It's all downhill from there.
I mean, I hope that for the TV shows they figure out how to pace a little bit better Perrin.
Mm-hmm.
But no, honestly, like The Shadow Rising, it's his best storyline. It's very... There's a lot going on in the Rivers, and there's a lot of growth going on there. We saw quite a lot of images from the Two River compared to the teaser. The teaser was briefly hinting at it, but we see Maxime like commanding the archer. We see Fail shooting an arrow. We see Loyal running with Ben and Chiad, which I'm assuming is them running to close the way gate of Madison.
God, it's going to be so good. It's going to be such a good episode.
Also, does Morgaze look pregnant?
Yes.
I did not notice that.
Yes, this is in my notes. Morgaze is pregnant there. Let me actually share that.
Like, there's a definite baby bump.
Yeah. My guess is that it's a flashback, probably.
Are those furries on the pedestal? Oh wait, no, that's statues.
No, it's statues. It's lion
Oh my
statues.
God.
Come
It's
on,
like,
Matt.
it's like, look, I don't know.
Are those furries on the pedestal? Maybe that's a title.
Maybe they thought that the Wheel of Time could use some furries. I don't know.
Yeah. It's technically on first shot of Camelin, which is nice to see. Very much gold and red, which I like.
The superior golden red lion motif.
Yeah. Like, so when you see the shot of the wall room, it's pretty nice.
I'm curious as to who... Oh, let me share my screen really quickly. I'm curious as to who this is.
Oof, can't see much.
Yeah, I can't see much.
It looks so.
It looks like Avienda, but
Yeah.
Avienda can't channel this early.
So for the viewer, it's a pretty dark picture of a woman channeling fire, and she's wearing a...
Yeah, it looks like a fiery sword almost.
Yeah. I was curious about Egwene because there's a discussion she has with Bran where she's wearing a top that looks similar.
Yes. I'm wondering if that's like the Cadensor.
Yeah, that could be something like that. So yeah, probably either Egwene or Nail. It's my guess.
It's a badass shot, whatever it is.
Yeah. Talking about Egwene, that do you love her to Rand?
Yeah.
And Rand is crying. I'm like, who is she talking about?
I assume Elaine.
It feels too early for Rand to be crying about liking Elaine.
What if it's Lanfear?
That was my guess. Because, so the thing is that in that scene, Egwene is wearing the same things that we saw in the teaser when you get Egwene and Rand waking up right next to each other.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm curious whether she went into his dream and like there's a few scenes where we see Rand kissing Lanfear, and what if it's a dream and she sees that?
Ooh.
And they get a confrontation about that.
That would be good.
And he's all angsty because he did slept with like a Forsaken for several months.
Yeah.
So
I really liked Lanfear, or not Lanfear. I really liked Egwene in the dream world, and then having, is that Bear? Not Bear.
I can't tell any of those wise ones apart.
Yeah, I can't either. It's not MS.
I don't even know who the wise ones' names are, so don't even look at me.
I mean, there's Amis, there's
Amis.
Bear, and there's Melaine, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cerelia, is that a wise one?
Is that a wise one, or is that
Cerelia.
like
Maybe?
a topical cream?
Is that the one that we are shipping with Katsune?
Maybe.
Cerelia. Yeah, I think so. But that's a very old one. So that's not her.
I don't know these people.
Yeah. There's a few wise ones that we don't remember. But yeah, it's interesting because now we have the confirmation that Egwene's dreaming.
Yeah.
Which is a confirmation we didn't have before.
And she looks really good in her dream outfit, so.
Yeah, very badass. She got I really like short hair, Egwene.
Yeah, I think it looks really good.
I know it's sad for her because someone cut off her braid, but I do like that style for her.
Her hair is just so great.
Is this Alana? Is that Alana?
Yes, so this is Alana in mourning pains going to see Perrin, and Perrin is in that field of trees with flower. I don't know what is it. Is it apple blossom? What's the name of that?
It looks like apple blossoms or cherry blossoms.
Yeah, cherry blossom.
This show is going to destroy me emotionally.
Yeah. So because there's a specific scene with Perrin with cherry blossoms or apple blossom, I don't remember which one it is, where he learns about his family's death and that they were buried there, and he goes visit.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be his family because we haven't seen them. We don't care about them.
Mm-hmm.
But what if his wife is like buried there and he goes visit?
Right.
It could be.
So
I thought that was Layla that approached him in like a dream or something.
Nah, this is not Layla.
Okay. I don't even remember what she looks like, to be honest. I know that she's a lady.
She's white, first of all.
She's white, yeah. I don't
And that
know.
wasn't a white person.
This show is so diverse and woke that I can't remember who's white.
You don't see color.
I have to mention that actually because so the poster a poster of the season also came out yesterday, which had 18 or 19 person on it, and like it was a dark figure and 6 men and 12 women for a fantasy TV show.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is good. This is nice. And also when you look at the number of people of color on that picture, it's pretty decent too.
Yeah.
So yeah. I know we always say like it could be warmer in terms of diversity because I do think like for dark skin people of color, there's still some lack of representation. And especially if Ivan dies very early, that's going to be disappointing for them.
Yeah.
But it is definitely like a fantasy show that does a lot better than a bunch of other TV shows.
These days, it's pretty much the gold standard of fantasy.
Right.
I mean, and I hope it continues that diversity into its future seasons, and I'm sure it will.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because when you look at background's character, or when you were, I don't know whether you noticed the Aes Sedai fight, there's also a lot of women of color there. So, yeah, a lot of dark-skinned women, actually.
Isn't Rima coming back?
I was curious about that. I don't think we get any clear shot of potentially her, but I also haven't spent too much time looking at that.
I thought it was confirmed that the actress is going to be in
Yes.
season 3.
She's definitely coming back.
Okay.
So maybe she's back in the White Tower. That would make sense.
That would be lovely, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
We need some justice for Rima.
Yeah.
Um,
Talking about justice, I mean, it's funny. It's just because that's the shot that I'm currently seeing. We kind of get introduced to Gawain by getting his ass beaten by Galad. Like the Gawain-Galad fight. I don't know if you noticed.
Was Gawain in there?
I think it's because Galad is clearly kicking someone's ass. And I think it's Gawain.
Okay. I'll have to scroll down for that.
But maybe it could be someone else because, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, man, who can tell them apart? Yeah. So that was another fun moment. I'm trying to see whether there's anything that I haven't mentioned yet. Brandon Ferguin, we mentioned. Pregnant Morgus was on my note, and we did mention that.
Yeah, I was looking through the stills, and I was like, is Morgus pregnant? What the fuck?
Yes. I did want to mention, there's a shot with Lanfear all in white.
Yeah.
And she's not heavily, she doesn't have heavy makeup or whatever. Is it Mirren?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Yeah. That could be, which, I mean, if we get any past Forsaken in those vision of the past, I would be stoked.
Oh my god, yes. I want so many visions of the past. Like that was part of that.
She's so pretty.
Because I think it is because white really isn't one of her color motifs in the modern setting. I mean, in the Third Age, the hair is different.
And also in any of the modern age, the amount of eyes makeup she has.
Yeah.
Here it's very light, and yeah. So we were actually talking about this shot on the Juicy Wheel, and I had to be gay and just say she's gorgeous. That's the only thing that I have in mind right now. She is so pretty in that shot. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, she is gorgeous. I mean, I'm not into ladies, but she's stunning. I mean, she's beautiful.
I know.
I mean, so many women in this show are just absolutely gorgeous.
It's
honestly, the women in this show are much more sexy than the men by and large. So.
Well, there's also a lot more women in the show than men, I think.
This is true. This is also true.
It's because so far we've seen a lot of Aes Sedai.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that's when we start seeing more Aiel, and then later on, generals, or if we get Matt's army at some point or something like that.
Right.
It's we are gonna get the number of men. There's gonna be more balance between the two. But yeah, right now we've been a few seasons with a lot of Tower stuff, so we've met more Aes Sedai and a bunch of other characters.
There were only 5 frames of Elida, which I was very sad about.
Yes.
They holding her for the big premiere.
Yeah.
And I hate them for it.
I want to hear her talk. I want her voice.
Yeah, I was hoping we would get more, actually get to hear her speak or something, but I guess that's not in the cards until we actually see season 3. Season 1, jeepers.
Jeepers creepers, mister.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll get... so because we sometimes among promo materials, they have short clip or something like that. Maybe we'll get something about that. I'm curious in which episode she shows up. Talking about episode, Matt, did you sign up for the screening, the virtual screening?
I did not.
Whose link I sent? You should, because there's that episode come out before, I think, but there's gonna be an early screening, a global screening on March 8th, I think.
Yes.
And it would be nice if we could watch it, so we could, I don't know, maybe record for the first episode.
It's a Saturday.
Record on that Sunday?
Yeah.
And it's just the first episode?
It's only the first episode, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Let me go ahead and sign up for that then. I saw the sign up thing, and I was like, my life is just so fucking jam packed at this point. But
it's just that it'll make it easier for us, because since it's always a 3-episode drop, if we could already record for one episode beforehand, then maybe it'll be easier.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've just been like so fucking slammed. Let's see.
Yeah, I get that.
Today.
Also, on the poster, there's one person I don't recognize, and it's between Loyal and Varen.
Do you have the poster in front? Like, could you show the poster again?
Yeah. Share. Window. I don't know who this is.
It's Alana.
That don't look like Alana.
It's Alana, but it's just that a lot of those pictures looks very photoshopped.
You know,
I'm not fond of that poster. Like, look at Mogedion. Look how creepy Mogedion looks.
honestly, I'm just gonna say it. I'm not a fan of the art style. It looks a little AI to me. It's a little brushed.
Yeah, it looks like, like,
Their eyes are just very dead.
yeah.
It's like they put a filter on top of it or something.
Yeah, it feels like that.
But that's not Alana.
It is Alana.
Okay, that's fine. And I understand that that's like what they were going for. But this is not Priyanka Bose.
Right.
It is Priyanka Bose.
This is generic Indian woman number 7.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
James, you can't say that.
Yeah, it's not great. I think there was definitely a filter. Can you zoom away? Can't see it that much, but there's like a very bright side on one side and a dark side on one side.
Yeah.
So one hypothesis was that there's kind of the Aes Sedai symbol like on top. I don't know if you can like I mean it's very light, but I don't know. There's a dark part and a light side. It's also interesting to see who got put
Where?
together. Yeah, who got put where.
I mean, this is barely Sophie Okonedo.
Right?
It's Dollar Store Sophie Okonedo.
It's a wish.
It's Make-A-Wish.
I don't know who this is.
This is Priyanka Bose. I'm sorry, James, to hurt you.
It is something meant to resemble Priyanka.
Yeah. Anyway, it's not a great poster, but I'm guessing it's a poster that can go well in like when it's being hung up in places in a way.
Yeah, it looks good aesthetically.
On a billboard or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is.
It looks like Loyal has a very small role this season.
I don't know. We do see him in the Two River with Ben and Chiad. So maybe I'm guessing it's gonna be mostly supporting Perrin's story, which is kind of what he does in that book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, they just.
What?
Matt should be shaved. I'm looking at the poster. I'm still looking at it from the RSVP link, and like Matt Cawthon is stop giving men so much facial hair in fantasy. You've got Perrin, you've got Lan,
You just dislike facial hair.
Okay, to be fair, there are more men with facial hair than without on the show.
Yes, I don't think there's a single man in this poster without facial hair except for Rand.
It's Rand, and every other man has facial hair, and I'm just saying, I could use some diversity in my men.
Just because you don't have any, so you really want someone who doesn't.
I don't want any. Speaking of facial hair, though, the one little sneaky boy that I didn't even notice was Ishi.
Yeah, he's right in the back.
Yeah. Which was surprising.
I'm sure he'll show up in flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about that.
Or in dreams still.
Maybe.
And that Lanfear is not Natasha. It's just
No,
not.
that one looks like Natasha.
I mean, her hair looks like a hood. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh, here we go again. Mamma mia.
Anyway, meanwhile, I'm looking at this picture of Egwene, and damn, she looks good.
She does look very good.
She's gorgeous.
This is a very nice look for her. I don't know where it comes from, actually. What was the idea behind that? Like, what dream are you making, girl?
Yeah, she just likes. I don't know.
Okay, is there anything that we haven't talked about that we should? That one is Matt's nightmare.
No, that's a hate crime. That's a hate crime against all homosexuals, and I need that off of my screen. That
is that a red coat?
It is, and it looks horrible. Everything about that looks. Is he? What is he doing? Is he going to like Coachella or Woodstock? Like, what the fuck is up with that shit? Why does he have that hair? That is the ugliest ass hair that I have ever seen Yosha wear. And I've watched all of his movies except for that stupid racing one. That is so bad. That is so bad. Like, it looks cheap. It looks like he went to Party City.
You just don't like with long hair.
Some men look great with long hair. Logain, I think Lan. Oh man.
No, Lan doesn't. I'm sorry. Every time I see Lan with his long hair, I'm like, why?
I mean, if he took that ponytail, anyways, Yosha is not a man who looks good with long hair because his hair is naturally very curly. So it would not. Anyway, I'm done. I'm gonna just shut my mouth. I'm just gonna shut my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know what. I hope this is a very short scene.
I mean, I'm actually curious because there seems to be a lot of visions and a lot of like scene from the past. And I'm guessing that you can't spend half an hour on each of them.
Right.
So I'm curious how much we'll actually see. And yeah, there's also like some nice representation for Ola Aes Sedai, like different type of Ajas. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I do find it funny is that like the Amirnin is currently channeling and there's still like some sitter in the back like shilling out.
They're like, what's happening?
That would be me. That would so be me. Like there'd be a coup going on right in front of me.
What's going on there?
I'm just like, nope. If this doesn't affect my book reading, I'm not getting involved.
Yeah. I do also enjoy, so I was also really studying a little bit to the trailer itself and what stories they're trying to give us for season 3. And overall, it's very much the Tower is fighting internally.
Mm-hmm.
Rand needs a White Tower for the last battle. The Forsaken are gonna come for everyone. So Rand decides to go somewhere people don't expect him, which is gonna be the Waste. And then we get a little bit of the Karakan. Gets a one step forward, one step back through time, which is going to be nice. Then Moraine must die for Rand to leave. And I also like, then there was like Alana talking about battles are not won with politics and prophecies, but with an army, which sounds very much an Alana thing to say. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're in for a treat for season 3. The cinematography looks really amazing. I'm very excited by the costuming, and I think the character design, like the characters are just like really great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cast also like amazing. Like every time there's a new like cast announcement, I'm like, they are getting some nice folks for this show.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm curious about this White Tower fight. Like, I assume it's not just Leandrin fighting everybody. Like, there must be...
Same.
I mean, I'm sure like Joya is not fighting against Leandrin at that point.
Right.
Because Leandrin's, she's nasty, but considering the amount of destruction in the White Tower you see in that scene, like there's some rock flying around. My guess is that like there's a few Black Aja sisters that shows up and help Leandrin get out or something like that.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably.
So...
Well, it looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So enthusiasm.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So enthusiasm.
Look, Christmas morning, 1997 or 6 or something, I woke up and my parents had put an entire sack of toys under the tree. Like they didn't, like not individual presents. It was as if Santa had brought an entire ass sack just for me. And it's my favorite Christmas memory. And like internally, I'm like freaking out and very excited. Externally, I'm just pawing through them. And then I look up at my parents and say, thank you very much. And that was it.
Yeah.
And they thought I was mad at them. And in fact, it's my favorite Christmas memory. And that's just how I am. Like I just express my emotions in ways that are a bit different sometimes. But I am excited.
Imagine the disappointment of the parents when their kids doesn't show any.
I'm really bad with showing anticipatory. Like if I can be in a mood. James has seen me excited before, like excited about stuff. But like I have to be geared up for it because otherwise, like emotionally, it's a lot for me to process something, especially when I'm like excited. And it's the same reason that I shut down when I'm having a lot of negative emotions. Like when my car was stolen, I just like shut down totally. But this is like not at all on topic of the podcast. I was just defending my emotion, my less than emotive response, but I am genuinely excited for the show. It's something that I'm very much looking forward to.
I am too. I think we all are.
Yeah, I mean, it took me some time to feel the excitement for the show. In a sense that, I mean, we've been doing that for a while. There's always like, when the show comes up, we're always exciting, and then there's some long waiting time, and in the meantime you move on to something else. And I was very busy thinking about other stuff, and also life has been busy for all of us, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's I still kind of can't realize that it's gonna come up in 4 weeks or so. I'm excited to see it, but it's also not gonna be the only thing I'm gonna think about for the next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
No.
There's a lot going on.
There's fucking a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, life is sort of a nightmare, so I'm like playing video games. There's the video games to look forward to, books coming out to look forward to. There's just stuff to look forward to distract from the never-ending nightmare.
The never-ending nightmare.
The horrors persist, but so do I. And with every passing day, I become a horror myself.
Meanwhile, I just recently bought like 50 different D&D minis on painting ones that I need to find the time to paint. And I'm like, Camille, you already don't have the time for anything. What's going on?
Right.
I'm doing my first D&D.
Oh, really?
Yep. It's Pokemon D&D.
Really? Nice.
Yes. My friend found an entire creature guide, like just, I don't know what all that stuff is called, but it's like basically a guide for the first 7 generations of Pokemon.
Like a monster manual?
Yeah, a monster manual for the first 7 generations. And my starter is Togepi. My character found Togepi when he tried summoning Darkrai and Giratina from a portal to hell, and Togepi came out, and he's been my partner ever since.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute.
He's joined me in my quest to find eternal darkness so I can strike down God Arceus.
That's cute.
I know, little Togepi, little adventures.
Yeah. Well, unless we have anything else to say about that trailer.
No, I think we're good.
Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of The Queers of Time. If you want to find us, we are on Blue Sky and Tumblr. We also have a Discord. Feel free to join us there. It's always nice chatting with people. And if you want to support us, we have a Patreon on which you can get episodes released in advance. Yeah. Have a good day.
Yay.
Bye.
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 Thank you all for listening. This was Queers of Time, a Wheel of Time podcast. The music is Dance of the Witches by Julius H.